Yeah, very tough one to swallow. It's I mean, we got to give Western Michigan credit. Like we had told the girls like you can't pay attention to the record. They've played good competition. Their style of play, I knew was going to be a little bit of a challenge coming into it. We tried to address that in practice, but we had our opportunities to for the game to be a little bit different. But I'll credit Western for out rebounding us and getting to loose balls.
What do you think went wrong with this game, especially in second and third quarter?
I mean, it changed in a second when they became a little more physical with us defensively, and that bothered us. Like we were worried about how we reacted to that in a bad way instead of just playing. I mean, it's a little frustrating, but and we've talked about this in the past. But as far as when somebody is trying to be physical with us, like we just got to cut a little harder, set things up, come off tight, not let that bother us. But that was, to me, that was the big difference.
And throughout the game, they were kind of, at least compared to what you guys had on the floor with, either Emily or Lindsay, playing a kind of a smaller lineup. And I think it looked like that allowed them to maybe switch some things defensively and, maybe space the floor a little bit offensively. How did their kind of lineup and what they were doing on both ends kind of create matchup issues for you guys?
Well, I mean, when they were on defense, like they were switching, but we had mismatches at times, but they did a good job of like pressuring the basketball to where we were uncomfortable to the point that we couldn't see inside. So, I mean, kudos to them for that. But Western offensively, a lot of it was like pick and pop, and they put a kid that usually plays the 4 as their 5, so it forced our bigs to – it put a little strain on them defensively to have to come out a little further than what they were comfortable with. So they did a good job of kind of exposing us.
And after they went on that, I think it was a 9-0 run to start the fourth, kind of went to kind of a small ball lineup yourself with no true post player on the floor. What kind of prompted you to make that kind of decision, and how do you feel like that ended up playing out for the rest of the game?
Yeah, I mean, we decided to switch because I think she ended up with 20, and she was the primary reason. That was the issue on the pick and pop stuff. Once we kind of switched it up a little bit and then allowed our kids to switch, I felt like it kind of forced them a little stagnant offensively. So maybe we should have went to it a little bit sooner. I don't know. That's kind of on us, but hopefully we can regroup and bounce back.
Based on its effectiveness and how you guys were able to, kind of close that deficit with that lineup on the floor, do you feel like that's something you guys will lean on maybe a bit more going forward?
We'll have to go back and watch film. I feel like that just depends basically on each game what the matchups look like. So to answer your question, I don't know for sure. It's really just going to come down to matchups.
And then on that last possession there at the end of the game, what did you guys want to try to do out of the first time out of the second time out? How did things kind of change? How did you guys look at the floor?
Yeah, I thought we had some pretty decent looks at the end of the game, but just they didn't go in for us, or it just didn't happen for us. But I was comfortable with what we were running and what we thought we could see to get it where we wanted to get it, but we just didn't execute the way we needed to.
How do you? I know a loss is not good, but is the loss at this time of the season for you being beneficial?
I mean, you don't like them to stack up, but I feel like if you do a good job, like you can certainly learn a lot from a loss. There's no question about that, but we'll try to look at the game film really, really close and see where we need to address things. But it can grab our attention or their attention or our team's attention, but we certainly don't want them to stack up.
Western Union on Sunday, so what have you seen from them on film? I know you probably will more focus on today.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot. I know they returned a core group that went to the NCAA tournament last year. This is a money game for us, and we want to go down and have a good showing and everything. I know their style. They do press to a pretty good degree. So we're going to try to tonight jump on that film and start getting ready for tomorrow's practice.
You know, the bench total, I mean, they had 22 points off the bench. You guys didn't have any off the bench. Is that something to be concerned about?
I mean, the kid that had 20 was a starter for him last year, so I'm not too concerned with that. I mean, again, I feel like sometimes that's a little indicative of matchups, but no, I'm confident in the kids we have on the bench being able to produce for us.